Recording started, and this is the your quiz number 7, quiz statistics. Yeah, not bad. We have one outlier here, but the rest of that it looks very normal. I guess something happened to these students probably. But anyway, so yeah, not bad. Uh, all right. So Node in JavaFX application can be a container like layout pane. Yes. Yeah, if you wrote, a few, let's say, just writing the the assignment 0, I think. When I ask you guys to just install the JavaFX, you know that the node, what's the meaning of the node? Actually, yeah, I'm talking about the first lecture of the JavaFX. So what's the meaning of the node and the container, right? And we know that the container is a node. And also, when I was talking about the composite design pattern, you remember I took this example. I said the container is a node, even though it is it can contain other nodes. So that was actually the concept of the bundle. You remember that composite design pattern? I said this design pattern exactly used uh, the composite one. I mean the node and the container, the relationship between node and container exactly use the concept of the composite design pattern. But anyway, so yeah, this is a true statement, and I am glad 88% pick it correctly. Architectural design patterns consider a portion of the application. It's totally wrong. It consider the application as a whole, right? Node in JavaFX application is a visual element. Yeah, 100% very good. JavaFX is a framework for creating graphical user interface. Yeah, that's true. Architectural design patterns are in fact the first level of abstraction. Again, it is true, 100%. A design pattern is not, yeah, it's a very important, is not a finished design. Yeah. So it's just that some advices, yeah, some templates. Yeah, you need to, design your code based on that template. Okay. So these two students need to review the design pattern one more time. Pick all true statements about architectural design pattern. They define how the pieces should communicate with each other. Yeah, they divide the whole software into the pieces. Yeah, that's they define what technology. Yeah, that was actually a joke, and I am glad that nobody uh, picked this one. And I don't know what does it mean. It means that nobody laughed at that, or oh yeah, everybody laughed at that because nobody picked that. Anyway, pick all that we get from multi-layer architectural design and all 100%. Why 5 students make this mistake? More efficient application, people. Efficiency was not part of the design pattern at all. So when we are talking about efficiency, yeah, let me give you a very general advice. When we are talking about efficiency, when we are comparing two, let's say, two algorithm, yeah, we would say, okay, this algorithm is more efficient than this one because it uses less resources. Or let's say because it is quicker than the other one. Yeah. So In that case, we talk about the efficiency. So design pattern does not anything, uh, let's say directly with the efficiency at all. Yeah, I didn't mention anything about the efficiency in my lecture notes. Yeah, I'm talking to these 5 students. Pick all that we get from MVC. All of them are correct. User don't have direct access to data, better testability, separation of concern, decreasing dependency. All of them are correct. Just review the slides. Pick all true statements about singleton pattern. Okay, very good. Only one instance of the class can exist. Yeah, that's the purpose of the singleton. It decreases dependency between the classes. No. Did we talk about the dependency or something like that? The main purpose of the singleton is here. This is a creational design pattern. This is true as well. But we didn't talk about the dependency between what and what. Yeah. So I am talking to these 2 students. What does MVC stands for? And in one short sentence, explain each part. So it stands for, this is a must know. Yeah, this is that kind of uh, abbreviation and acronyms that it's a must know. Model view controller. Model maintains the data objects, view maintains the UI objects, and control the rest of that. So all of the business rules, the validation, calculations, yeah, everything else goes here. Actually, yeah, when I say everything else, you cannot say here everything else. Yeah, you need to mention at least, at least 3 of them here, okay? But anyway, so it was a good thing, 93%. What's the difference between the architectural design pattern and class design pattern? So architectural design pattern considers the application as a whole, but class design pattern consider a small portion of um, the application. Let's say a few classes. Uh, what's the definition of design pattern? Yeah, it's a proven advice to solve a class of similar problems. JavaFX is a replacement of Java Swing. Yeah, 100% very good. Pick all true statements when comparing JavaFX and Java Swing. JavaFX has richer libraries, very good. Programming with JavaFX is faster, and JavaFX code is more readable. Yeah. So let me see. We have 16 here, but 18, both of these. Programming with JavaFX faster. Yeah. I think I mentioned that in this slides. Yeah. And what are the advantages of using design patterns? Speed up. Speed up the development process. Yeah. Because you don't need to reinvent something. Yeah. It is already is there as a template. It will speed up the development. You don't need to rethink about that. Make the code standard, yes. Increases the maintainability, of course. And decreases the cost of development. So I'm wondering why 9 students pick this one. If you pick this one, speed up the development process. What does it mean? It means that you need to spend less money. Yeah. So if you pick this one, definitely you need to pick this one as well. They are, direct relationship between each other. Okay, so this was uh, the quiz number 7. If you have any concern about your grade, especially I do recommend you guys go over these multiple answers. Sometimes I notice that Canvas will make mistakes. So especially for this, go over this, and if you have any concern, just shoot me an email, okay? And if you have any question, right now it's a good place. If anything was vague or something, please let me know. Yeah, regarding your project, several teams got zero. Several, not, a few or couple. Yeah, several. Because I couldn't run the project. I couldn't test it at all. Okay? So, people, this happens. This happens. I know that you guys spend some time, and I know that I am a developer, right? And this happens in the real project as well. You write the code, and then your user finds some bugs. That's a normal thing. Yeah, they report some bugs. You cannot say, "Hey, well, what happened? My code is perfect. Why should I get, for example, I don't know, 50% or something like that?" This is not the case, people. I mean, this happens a lot. You fix something and you send your code to the QA, and they reject your code. Maybe several times they reject your code because, you know, your code cannot pass their test cases, right? So you need to get used to it, because I received several emails that, hey, my code was perfect, it works for me, and why it doesn't work for you? Actually, not at this tone that I am saying. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but of course it works for you. Otherwise, you didn't submit that. But it is important that it works for me, yeah, your client. If it doesn't work for me, I won't pay money to you. Yeah. So you need, guys, to get used to these situations and be very patient, and you know you need to control your angers. Yeah, I am telling you, this happens a lot in the real project. Okay, so this is the very important point I wanted to really teach you, that how you need to handle these situations. All right. So this happens a lot. Okay. So this was the point number one. The point number two is, if you didn't get in, if you would like to resubmit your code, of course, some of you guys want to do that, then you need to submit your code before tomorrow night. I will announce that right after this class, before tomorrow night. But you will lose, you know, it was supposed to be 20% per one day, but I reduced that to 10% per, let's say, 3 days. Yeah. Uh, so this is point number two. And okay, so I would like to go over from the scratch a couple of teams to show you that how I grade your code as your client, of course. Yeah. Okay, so let me. Um, okay, so how can I do that? So in the previous section, I just pick uh, one of your one of this section, because I don't want to give any information to, if you don't like that. But these three teams were those that became volunteer. So I showed them that how perfect was their code or how problematic was their code. But anyway, so is there any volunteer team that I can go from the scratch and start downloading the code and whatever I do, show you and record here for your reference for later. Do we have any volunteer? Especially those teams that had problem. If there is no volunteer, then I will download one of uh, the other sections uh, code and go over all of the steps. So we have William, our team volunteer, as tribute. So what is your team number? 05. Okay, give me a second. Let me bring up your code. Team 5. Okay, so team 5, yeah, there was a problem in your code and I couldn't run it. Um okay, so first of all, you said there was a Mac to Windows port issue that was not our fault. Okay, so whose fault is that? Is that your client fault or what? So it's everything about the development is your fault, definitely. Okay, so you need to design the code and the I know that. So okay, so let me start from the downloading your code and I will give you a step by step what is happening here. Okay, so the team 0505, yeah, it will appear here now here. Yeah, it is downloading. Why it is so big? Or maybe it is, oh my God, how big is that? I think actually uh, it doesn't look like that much big, but why it is so slow? Probably the canvas is so busy. Okay, so it's now finished. Okay, all right, so look at this. I go to, so here the zip file, I downloaded it. So the first thing is that team 0505 is correct. And then I go here and extract it here. Okay, so this one is good. In some cases, in some cases, either this is wrong, the name is wrong, or when I unzip it, this is wrong. In some cases, yeah, I will show you at the, after this. So I will delete this one and then I go here. Okay, so the first thing that is wrong here is you didn't clean your folder. So this setting is unnecessary. This Mac is unnecessary. This bin is unnecessary. This class path, the project, you see, all of these are unnecessary. And I don't know that why do you have another team 0505 inside here? Okay, so first of all, okay, as a developer, guys, you need to understand when we are saying source code, what does it mean? So the source code does not include these things. These are the, your IDE settings files. That is not part of the source code. Even if you want to use the version control, you should eliminate all of these from your source code. These guys should not be inside your version control. Okay, so I will delete all of them. Okay, so what is inside here? Okay, so this is another wrong thing, yeah, you see? So why you have a team 0505 inside your source code? I am not sure that which one is correct. Probably, I guess this one is the because I see the SQLite here. So probably this one is the right one. Okay. Um, but anyway, so let me clean this again. hmm I guess, okay, so I don't have any. Yeah, let me go with this one. Okay, so then, okay, so this was the first step. The second step, unzipping that. So your first problem was your project was not clean. Now I go to here, open the project from the file system, and then I find the directory 0505, this one. Yeah, I was supposed to pick this one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just fix this for your next submission. We shouldn't have that inside, I mean, nested folders. Finish. Okay, so then I will go to, since you put the SQLite here in the root, I don't need even to add it. So yeah, let me show you that when you put the jar file inside the root or inside the lib library, the lib, so Eclipse at least it will add it to your build path. And if you see, go to the library, you see the SQLite was automatically was added to the build path. I don't need to do anything. All right, so I go to application to find the main, and this is the main, and I run it as Java application, and we have very beautiful design here. And we go to, yeah, I enter the P. Okay, so it shouldn't show up here. Yeah, just hide this guy. And I go to login. Okay, so I expect that when I say login, it goes directly to reset password. Let's see. Okay, so it didn't. You see that much we got that much um, exception. How about the reset password? Yeah, again, we got so much. Uh, you see, it is saying that SQLite DB connected, but it is giving some, uh, yeah, it's complaining about the FXML loader or whatever. Yeah, you guys need to debug that and see what is the problem of this. Okay, so yeah, of course I can debug your code, but that's not the client job, right? It's a developer job. Here, my job is to be your client. Yeah. Okay, so do you guys have any question about this? So if I cannot test your code, so this is the first step. I need to go inside your code and to be able to test it. If I cannot test it, then yeah, you will get zero. I don't know how you get. Yeah, you got the zero. Yeah. So please fix this, and before tomorrow night, resubmit it, I will regrade that. Okay, so let me one more time repeat whatever I said. So our policy is 20% per day, but I'm going to ignore this, and if you submit before tomorrow night, I will just less 10%. I mean, if you perfectly submit by tomorrow night, you will get 90. Okay? And I have to regrade all of this stuff. And we have another group one, section five. Okay, so group one, do you want me to go over your code? Okay, no problem. And fix this folder thing as well, okay? Okay,
Professor, I had a quick question about the reset password feature.
go
Was
ahead.
that supposed to be a button on the front page, or is that part of when you log in with a default password, it
I
resets it?
I will show you one project that is working fine. I mean, I cannot say perfect. I will show you after this one project, and I will explain this question on that project. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, let me go to team one. Team one. Uh, team one, you resubmitted that your code, right? And I see that what was the problem, team one? We included the database file and
The problem was that you couldn't log into our
oh, okay.
system.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Password is default. Okay, password. Yeah, I think I did that password, default password before.
Yeah,
Uh,
the original credentials were admin default.
okay, so you need to mention that somewhere. This first of all, you added the username that was not part of the requirement. And also, when you intend something, at least you need to put a README file that say, hey, this the username is, for example, admin or whatever. But anyway, so let me download your code. So I am downloading your new code, okay? 0501. This one was so quick. Uh, Unzip, extract here, and then we delete this one. We go here, open project, 0501. Select the folder, finish. Okay, we have here the source, and yeah, this one again, the CSQLite is in the root, so I don't need to do anything. And the main run as Java application. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have a beautiful home page. The password. Okay, so I put the P and I expect it goes to reset password. Username or password did not match. Okay, so this is a wrong message. And yeah, so it doesn't work again.
Can you put in the password default?
Oh, right, the default.
Yeah, the password is default. The word default.
Oh, okay, the word default. Default login. Yeah, but it was supposed, based on the requirement, it was supposed to be P. Am I right, right? Okay. So anyway, so you just change it to P, just one character P, a small character P. And here I change it to something else. And my expectation about, actually not my, the requirement expectation is correct here. Now it goes automatically to the reset password and it works fine. Yeah, not bad to make this page a little bit bigger. Okay, and we have log out. Let me log out and see what would happen. Yeah, that works. And um, change password. Yeah, let's see. New password. Okay, so based on requirement, here we need to ask the old one again and then new password. Okay. Yeah, all of these that I am explaining are mentioned in the requirement, and you guys was supposed to read the requirement at least 10 times, right? Yeah, that this is very important, guys. Believe me. Most people, I don't know why, they don't like to read the documents. Anyway, so that's good, and select option that works. This works fine. And yeah, let me pick one of them. This works fine. Select one option. Master degree. First semester. I guess this is the for courses. Yeah, I guess this was the year probably, huh? Let's say, for example, this and the rest of that. Yeah, this multiple selection works. So how do you want to put the grades? The grades should be somewhere here as well. Yeah.
Is that text box right there? It could be better labeled, but there is a text box right next to the multi-select.
Yeah, I see here, but maybe one is B, the other one is A. So how do you specify that? So here, if I put A, I guess that all of them will be A, right? But anyway, yeah, so this is something that you need to fix. But this multiple selection is working fine. This is something that most teams didn't implement. Yeah, I'm telling you, most teams didn't implement this. So multiple selection is working fine. Okay, so this looks good so far. Um, just a few advices I gave you, the P and the navigation and the reset password. I said that it should get the old one first and then the new one and the confirmation. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so any question about this? I don't know if I missed anything in the chat room. Let me quickly look at the chat room. We managed to fix it, but now are confused on the submission. William, are you? I don't know whether you got your answer so far or not. Advent, then we have Ivan. Yeah, the client should use the exact same development environment as me. That's so wrong. So wrong.
Sorry, Professor, that was a joke.
Say it again.
That was a joke. That was
Oh,
sarcastic.
it was a joke. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Both should follow the requirement. The requirements are important. Group one, select one. Yeah, you said makes sense. Thank you. Okay, so I think I responded to everything here. Okay, so now let me. Okay, we have another volunteer, group 10. Yeah, yeah, sure. And what is the best way to debug our program if none of us in the group can reproduce the bug that happened on your end? Is it possible? So exactly do whatever I am doing here, and you should be produce that. So how come you cannot produce that? So try to create, yeah, this is the way that you need to reproduce that, okay? You need to create a new uh, workspace, switch workspace here, say go to the other and browse that, okay? And demo, I am going to create another workspace here. Let me create new folder here, WS workspace, let's say 2, okay? And then pick that. So this is another workspace from the scratch, and then launch. Eclipse will create a new workspace. It is creating this one. Yeah, I want to show you that how you need to reproduce. This is the procedure that when you send your code to the QA department, they do exactly what I am doing. Yeah. So, excuse me. There is a document that we called it standard operation, SOD, standard operation document, and we write whatever we need to do for installing the application. So the QA read that file, and exactly always when we send it to the QA, they reinstall the program from the scratch, and then they run their test cases, right? So I'm trying to uh, tell you that how you need to do the same thing. So I created a new workspace here from the scratch, and now, okay, so what team was that? Yeah, let's say that this is another team. Yeah, let's say open. Yeah, I'm gonna um, let's say one of these teams. I don't know. For example, the 5-5. Not this one. That was annoying. So let's say, for example, 4-2. You see this one. You see, this one now is from the scratch. And then if you run this code, then definitely you will get whatever I am getting. Okay. Yeah, I said the same thing. Yeah, yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay, okay, so what I was supposed to do? Team 10. Okay, let me switch back to the previous one, demo, and let me go to team 10. Your new one, right? Your new code. Yeah, download that. Team 10, go ahead. And here, team 10. Yeah, team 10. I unzip that, add to archive. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I do? Extract here. Okay, team 510. Um, let me see. Team 510. Yeah, let me one more time unzip that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think that one is correct folder.
Why is it a copy?
I think maybe when I type the name, I forgot remove the call a copy.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
resubmit that, okay?
yeah. And I have a question. Like when I input the zip code into the Eclipse, I have to put the lib file in the same position. Otherwise, the it shows I cannot connect to database.
Okay, so you need to configure your application correctly. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me see what's happening here.
Yeah, that's why I when I zip the my project and the lib together. In that case, they can connect to each other. I don't know why.
Okay, so I'll give you the reason. So let me see.
Yeah.
So the connect, yeah, where is your SQL JDBC, I mean SQLite JDBC
Uh,
driver?
uh, under lib.
Oh, okay,
I
under
think.
the lib.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
That's your. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
your, okay, so your user database is in a wrong place, definitely. I mean, either put it here
Mm-hmm.
in the root,
Mm-hmm.
or in the real application, actually we create it in somewhere else, but I don't want to confuse you, but the best place for your database and your files is here in the root here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because first time when I put here and I import the zip code, somehow my Eclipse cannot click. So or I have to extract that folder outside this folder, then can connect. So I just confused.
So your data files are zipped again inside here. You're saying that?
Uh, and when you go back,
Or where?
yeah, go back. You see here, my project and the lib I zip together in the same position. Then I can connect to the database because you see the
Oh,
first file
here, this
actually
guy?
yeah
Oh,
yeah yeah
that's
yeah
yours?
yeah yeah that's it's my also because I put them in the same directions. Then my user database can connect to my Eclipse. Otherwise, in the root, it cannot connect. I don't know why.
Okay, so you need to work on
Yeah,
the path. I
yeah.
mean,
I think my path is something wrong for my path.
yeah, yeah. So this is not a
Yeah.
good idea. If something happens here, I would say,
Hmm.
okay, this is extra thing, and I will delete this.
Yes. Yeah, that
You
is
see?
also my.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Just try to
yeah.
fix this. Anyway,
Okay.
so yeah, so the rest, I think your code is cleaned. And yeah,
Yeah.
let me go ahead here and import it to my Eclipse and see how it works. So it was 510, it was 510, yeah?
Yeah. 510.
510, select, finish, 510, looks good. So far, so good. We go to
May.
main,
Yeah. Mhm.
run it as the Java application. Okay, looks good, beautiful. And okay, so we start with the P. Oops, what's that? The P.
Let's see, can connect to the database or no?
It
No,
cannot?
no.
You're saying it cannot or can?
Yeah, because the another file you didn't import, so I'm not sure it can connect or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me
Yeah,
let me log in and see what, or submit or log
yeah,
in. Which one? Submit,
yeah. Submit.
submit.
Oh, then can connect. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Success. Yeah. That's
So okay,
good. And
success. And
then
then what happened?
you have to press login to log in.
Okay, that's not a good idea, of course, yeah. You
Mm.
need to have one login here and probably one reset button here. So when
I
we,
I think yeah, when we click the login, then it show the login page or the login reset in this page.
okay, so it should go
Mm.
to the reset folder, I mean reset page. Automatically, it should go to the reset page. I don't need to have something like this. So this is not the, part of the requirement. But anyway, so let me put it P here again and then
Log in.
log in.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, that's good. Or at least can connect database.
yeah, okay. So log art, if I have P reset, then it
Mhm.
goes to, okay, so you need to sense the P, the password. If it is P, then you just go to this page automatically. That's the requirement then.
Okay, got you, got you.
Yeah. And then, yeah, you put here the old password, very good, P, and let's say the other password, I put the A and see submit, successful. And here it
And
is,
then, mm,
yeah, you need to automatically switch to the home page, something like that.
okay.
And here A login, yeah, okay. Okay, so now let me remove this and see what would happen. Yeah, log out, A, login. It's working. Yeah, let me run it again. Okay, so A, login, A, login. It's working, yeah. So it means,
Okay, that's good.
yeah,
So, like,
it means that
go
it
ahead.
is using really this database.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, good, good. So, so like you say, when I put the P in the sign up page, I will direct go to the reset, right? Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And when I after reset, click the button, I have to go switch to the page directly. Shouldn't click another button.
Yeah, let me show you one of these application that really works fine. Let me see. Actually, yeah, partially work fine. Yeah, this team 10. Yeah, let me show you that. Okay, first of all, something that I really like is they organize their code better way. You see, they have application that then they organize the controller inside the controller, and they have the DAL, data access layer. You see, they organize their code
Mhm.
very well, and they have the resources. They put the views here, you see, inside the resources. That's a very good
Yeah.
idea, very good idea. And yeah, let me run the application and show you that they really follow the requirements. So this guy, all right. Okay, so since I already run that P, so let me see if I put P here, that would be wrong. Yeah, that would be wrong because I already. Okay, so let me see. How can I? Yeah, give me a second. Let me figure out how can I reset that. It is 410. Um, okay, I need to figure out resources. Let me see. The database probably is here. Yeah, this one probably. Let me change it to P and see what would happen. Okay, then I run it again. Okay, I guess that it will be P login. Yeah, you see? Okay, so it automatically goes to reset the password, right?
Okay. Hmm.
And so for this first time reset password, really the old one is not necessary, but if you design it that it get the old one again, that's fine too. But yeah, yeah, we change it to something else and then we save it and we have a pop-up. Actually, I don't like this pop-up. I would prefer to see some, message here. This pop-up is a little bit old school. It goes to here again. We log in with the new login. Okay. So they designed this very beautiful, as you see. Uh, Probably they design in this way that all of the list of the recommendation goes here, but we don't have any list here. So log out, it goes, automatically here, and then log in again. Change password, it, yeah. So this one is not good. So it needs to ask the old one first based on the requirement, and then enter the new one and the confirmation. So this is another thing that is not good in this application. So save. Again, they gave this pop-up that is not good idea. Um, Create new recommendation. Yeah, their new recommendation is very beautifully designed, as you see here, but it has that problem that I said, the problem of multiple selection. Uh, so the date picker works fine. Pick program works fine. Uh, First semester, the year, let's say, for example, this. First course taken, the grade, let's say A. Okay, so other courses, this one, uh, I would prefer to be able to multiple select, but they implemented this way. You need to pick one by one and then say add, and then it will add in this list. This is not bad, but it's not modern way, of course. Yeah. So multiple selection is good, and the same thing is here. Yeah, all of these uh, personal characteristic and the same thing here. And also, yeah, they have some cancel here that we can return back to the home page. That's a good idea.
Professor,
Yeah, go ahead.
before you going on, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So when you said select on the multiple selection in the gray, like if you select multiple of them, how did you want it for the gray? Because like if you select three of them, how would you like the selection for the gray going on with it?
So somehow, I don't know how you implement that. So somehow you need to put something, similar to this one, which is multiple selection, and then a text box, or let's say multiple text box appear here to uh, put the grade of each one. Or for these guys, probably when we add one by one, we can have one box here to put the grades for each courses. Yeah, it depends on totally up to you how you think about this and how you implement that. So I don't have any specific or yeah specific answer for this question. It depends totally on you.
I mean, I'm asking you under the scope of the client, how would you like it? And not like
So the
we need to understand like how client want it gonna be look like, so we're gonna design along the side that you want it.
the client asks you to have multiple selection for the courses and their grade. The
Okay.
client is silent about how you show that and how you implement that. Okay, so that's why I am saying that totally up your design and implementation. Okay, so based on the real project, in some many cases, the client doesn't know how to show that. It's totally up to the the contractor to implement that. And yeah, in some cases they put some, I mean, schedule some meeting, design design meeting or design review meeting or even the code review meeting, and then they look at that the implementation and say, okay, yeah, I like that, or yeah, no, I don't like that. So put this this way, for example. So in this case, if the requirement is silent, it means that you need to figure it out by yourself. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, in some cases, we didn't have this cancel or back button. So when you come here, then you need to click on the close and run the application again to go to test the other part of the application. But this group, yeah, they have it cancel here, and this annoying pop-up again comes, and it goes back to the home page of the application. So this was one of the good projects, I mean, good implementation that I just wanted to show you guys.